pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, excellent. Thanks for coming, everybody. Oh, that's talking to myself. Okay, we got,
First up is,
first up's John and Glenn. Gentlemen,
Just getting used to sitting in that chair over there.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I'll fatten it back out.
I'm going to give a brief overview of the master plan,
Okay.
which is completed in draft form. The draft was completed in mid-December, approximately. It was placed on the town's website in mid-December. A hard copy was also available at the planning office and with the town clerk. And brief presentation on the master plan was made on January 10th at Narragansett Middle School, where comments were taken. We did receive some comments. We incorporated them into the draft plan. And we have completed final draft Templeton Master Plan. It will become official, an official master plan for the town of Templeton upon majority vote of the planning board.
Okay.
And we're here this evening to discuss the draft, if anybody has.
How was the turnout in response on January 10th, John?
It was so-so. It's difficult to get people out to public forums, as we all know.
Yeah.
Maybe we had, you think a
It was
dozen or
16, 17, 18.
18.
And I apologize if I
Yeah.
throw out a wrong number, I don't
No,
mean to
but that's-
miscount.
that's about-
Yeah, Charles, you were
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
Dozen and a half.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Was there any skull and crossbones that came out of any misprints or anything, anybody misinterpretations, everybody
No.
agree with it, read through the
It
draft?
was pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Couple of questions here and there, but nothing.
Did you have any feedback from the audience as far as something you feel we didn't touch base on, or?
Let's see, we had some comments from the Council on Aging, which we addressed, some editing under the Services and Facilities section. And there was also a comment made, which I can actually read off to you. It was inserted under land use and the implementation section. We all agreed it was a good comment. The new section reads, a total of 6 parcels that abut the railroad spur tracks near Mill Street were recently converted to commercial zoning to develop a plan to entice business to locate to Templeton. Railroad access could be beneficial to business. Moving forward, the town could consider converting additional parcels to commercial zoning.
Okay, that was commercial industrial, by the way, it's CI,
Okay.
just so you know.
Good point.
Yeah. Because that's huge when somebody's thumbing through the allowable uses, commercial
Yes.
versus
Yeah,
industrial,
the
but that
CI
was
versus
converted,
just C.
if I'm not mistaken, right, that was commercial industrial, we converted that to, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That makes sense.
We put it into the purple zone, right? Okay. Excellent. So where do we go from here, John, as far as that is concerned? Does anybody have anything they wanna comment on or bring up?
It's pretty good, I'd say.
I
Glad it's
done.
I have one.
Carl?
Okay. Like you said, the master plan becomes official upon majority vote of the planning board. Okay. It doesn't have to be voted on at the town meeting come this May. But the town administrator, the interim town administrator, Carter Terrazini, said it would be politically correct if it was brought up by the selectmen and endorsed by them. It doesn't mean it's approved, it's already approved, but he said it would be nice if it was endorsed.
All right, well, I'm gonna sidestep the town coordinator, I'm gonna follow protocol, which way it should be followed, because I'm not gonna rely on 5 selectmen to read a book and say we didn't have time and confuse town floor as to why we shouldn't accept a plan that the planning board's been working on for 8 years. So, take it under advisement, but kindly,
I mean, in
Thanks, but no thanks.
thought of compromise, is there a way for the planning board or
I
you
think
as
we
the
should,
chairman
I think we
to,
should,
like,
I think we should acknowledge it at town meeting.
Right.
Let people know that it has been accepted, maybe make
Right.
it, let people know that it's,
Right,
it's a milestone that the town has,
right.
has finally
them
reached,
know it's been
through the planning board. Because
Right.
last thing they're gonna do is do 8 years' worth of legwork and have the selectmen screw it up on town floor, because they didn't have a chance to read it and take it under advisement on town floor. Just not gonna, not on my watch. We worked too hard to get it done,
No.
through MRPC.
Do, and refresh my memory, do the boards give reports and things like that at the annual, or do we have to actually go on there to be?
It is, there's always room for, reports, but, I don't see us printing up,
No, I
five
would
hundred
say-
copies of the master plan, but I think it could maybe just be, maybe an insert into the, information or something like that on the,
Is this special town meeting warrant closed?
well, annual town meeting, well,
The special town meeting usually within the annual.
yeah, I mean, we could find out from, town clerk or something like that, but I think just a simple handout on
Yeah.
the information packets, letting people know that,
Especially where it's on the website and I believe.
that it's available and it's been accepted, and providing we were actually at that point, when a town meeting is just what, in May?
Yeah,
So we're only talking a month away, you know.
May 13th.
Okay.
Either way, I think we'll just follow protocol,
Yeah.
that it was a planning board,
I agree.
project. We
Yeah,
brought it
the-
through for the town, and we've invited the town every step of the way, so it's not like,
Right.
not like there was
There was
something.
ample opportunity for everybody to be involved.
Right, and a perfect
if they
example of
didn't
John
get
saying there was
involved-
16 people at the ninth inning.
Yeah.
Don't come crying to us that you
That's
do
right.
nothing
I
about it,
think-
we've been working on it for 8 years.
And there was food there.
Yeah, the sandwiches. would be-
I think you're right. I think we follow protocol.
Yeah.
We approve it
Yeah,
and just announce at the meeting, if that's what they wanna do, that it's been completed, it's been
Yep.
approved. And there was ample opportunity for everybody to get involved in the process.
I just don't wanna, not slighting the selectmen, but I'm just not gonna take a chance on them fumbling it on stage,
It's just.
because nobody had a chance to read it,
I think it's a whole, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
that's a
just
good
step
to
point.
back.
endorse it, so,
I could see that
is
happening.
everybody in agreement with that?
Yep,
I could see that happening.
definitely.
Yeah. So Glenn, you had a question?
Well, just a comment. These gentlemen put on a forum for that. Not one selectman showed up. So all of a sudden, we gotta include them?
Thank you.
Really?
They're not here tonight, they read the
No.
agendas,
Yeah.
so. Okay, I think we all agree on that.
Yep.
Everybody else in the audience that may
Yep.
see this on TV, that's where we stand as a board, so, okay. So where do we go from here then, John? Are we voting to accept, or are we gonna wait for you to do final print, or we need to endorse, give you the matching papers to go to final print?
You could take a vote this evening, and I can make that edit,
Commercial industrial,
in commercial industrial,
in that zone, yeah.
and you can have an approved master plan this evening if you'd like.
And I'm sure there's always an errors and omissions
I would think
disclosure
so.
within it, just, it is what it is. I mean, there's maybe a typo or something here and there, but,
Yeah.
it's a blueprint, it's not a as-built, so. All right, with that being said, I'll entertain a motion to finally accept the final draft to go to final print, for the Templeton Master Plan.
So moved.
I'll second
Second
that.
that.
Okay, made second, third, fourth, fifth, right down the line. Any discussion on that? Seeing none, all in favor? Okay, it's unanimous, Scott.
Thank you for all of your hard work.
Yeah.
We know
Yeah,
about
you
your
did-
hours and hours.
Put a lot of time into that, John.
Thank you.
Well, we know this guy who lives in town.
Exactly.
But he does all the work.
You're just a pretty face, right?
Thank you. Wow, I haven't been called that, ever. John is our master plan author, expert. He runs a good team, and he does a great job. And, and thank you.
Yeah, thanks, MRPC. Glenn,
It's
for
all
your-
him. I just get the
By your
privilege of
directives
signing
out,
his time
and we
sheet.
really appreciate it, because, being that we, just so the townspeople know, hopefully will watch this, is that it was never funded by the town. The planning boards took in just slivers of their budget every year for 8 years. Not to mention the 5 years we saved up before we embarked on it, so it's really been a 12-year project. So it's been a long time.
Well, congratulations to
So-
you, and, now you can take the 1967 or 68 one and put the 2017
We
one
saved
next
the
to it.
money as long as we could until the town started saying, we're cleaning everybody out every year.
Right.
so we hurried up and started spending the money.
Send
And
a
the
copy
town
to
even
this.
actually took 50,000 at one time and then replenished it back, so it hasn't been easy for us either to
Right.
just keep sliding it in, so.
Yeah, well,
Good team effort all the way around
I applaud your perseverance.
to you guys, so.
So we'll see you in 75 years for the next one?
We actually have an original
should keep on
copy
top of it.
1967 version of the master plan. Bob Whalen was cleaning out his garage, we were down in Florida, and he ran across a couple of boxes of stuff, he opened them up, and what did he find?
The 67 plan?
Pristine. It's now in the vault.
The 67 copy. It's been a little while, huh?
Send one to the Historical
Wow.
Society.
Really?
Almost 50 years. That's a historical society document, huh? Dennis?
If it's okay, can we take a picture of John with you folks?
Sure.
I wanna put it on our website tomorrow because.
I would have dressed
Master
better.
plan, we'll Photoshop. some great
at least,
Photoshop.
I'm gonna shake your hand, but it's just from the waist up.
Do me a favor, would you stand over there and I'll just get a quick shot of that? Thank you very much, I appreciate that. Sometimes people
Oh,
get
that
the
way?
camera shy, and
Okay.
I just wanna ask first, so.
Photoshop Frank in. Yeah, put Frank in
We
there.
can Photoshop Frank, yeah? All right, say cheese.
Cheese.
I think I got
I can make a,
Thanks,
we'd make a pretty mean stick
Thank
man.
you.
Just leave a little spot for Frank. We'll fill it in.
No, that's perfect. Thank you very much for everything.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I think that's all.
All right, fantastic.
Thank you.
We knew this was gonna be a quick
Yeah.
meeting. Okay, thank you.
Congratulations to you.
Congrats.
Have a great night.
Sure.
All right, moving right along. Need to vote on continuation date for Gardner Airport T hangar public hearing. Carl, what is holding that up right now? Was it funds again?
Well, I just asked for more funds, what's holding up is that one of their engineers was away a little longer than expected, so,
Well, how long has this been continued with no action being taken?
this will be the second one, they're asking for May 9th, and they say they will be ready for May 9th.
Oh, for May 9th?
Yeah.
Not April?
Right.
May. Just gonna look at my calendar, everybody else feels free to do the same. March 28th.
That's a scheduled
So
meeting.
that's about, yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm okay with that, but I think with the caveat is that if they are not ready for that meeting, I would just put them on notice that if it continues much longer, we maybe just be forced to deny it due to lack of information. Cause I'm not gonna keep playing this game of continue. It's been a long time since they came in. I know the first 2 months Whitman and Bingham was waiting for information, and it's like, in many meetings, this board has had to meet, in my absence, but I'll admit that, but had to meet just to continue a public hearing with nobody coming down. So I would just put it with a strong note, let them know that if they're not present at the 9th meeting, ready to move forward, that the board will be forced to render its decision based on lack of information, and they can come to their own conclusion what that means. Everybody in agreeance with that? I know with all the money we make, for all the money you guys make for being here, I know you like to come and get your salary, you might hit your salary cap before May 9th, though, that's what I'm worried about. And then, where does the, public hearing stand for French quarters at this time? When do they continue to, next week? Next meeting, I'm sorry?
We're gonna go April 25th.
Oh, went to April 25th.
Yeah.
It's not
They-
the 11th.
They literally just gave us updated plans, and Wes just picked them up,
How long ago?
I don't know, last Thursday.
All right, because I spoke with Wes today, he called me this afternoon, he thought they were on tonight. And he said he was still waiting for, I think it was number 4 on the list, number 3 or number 4? Are you
Right.
familiar with which one that is? Is it 4?
I have it inside, but yeah.
Okay,
There were 4 points, and he was working with them on it.
okay, so number 4, so you're saying that they just submitted, so Wes has just picked it up, and he's still waiting on that, and so now they want to go till April 25th?
Right.
Okay, all right. Because I was basically gonna tell them the same thing, if they're gonna keep hop skipping along, we're gonna start doing month extensions rather than 2-week extensions.
But I just wanna ask a question.
Yeah.
This thing with French Quarters, French Road, is that
Yeah,
what it is?
French,
Lafayette
it's
Road.
Lafayette Road, French
Lafayette
Quarters,
Road,
yeah,
okay.
French Quarter subdivision.
So we're waiting for information from them as to how they're gonna address these issues.
It's up to them to come forth with a correct
A plan,
plan
a
endorsed by
corrected-
our peer review, Whitman
Right.
and Bingham Associates, and then actually go through the work.
Okay, so.
With- through the
right, they
inspection
still- They're
process.
still expected to go through the work.
This'll never make the Maytown meeting, because they haven't even done the work, they haven't even finished the plan.
That's what I was, that's what I was asking.
The warrant's closed.
There's no corrective measures even been done yet, so at best, they would do, if there's a special in the fall, if not, they're gonna skip it a whole year
Right, okay,
by their doings, not ours.
yeah.
But there's two things they're doing. One is finishing the road up to the standard of our peer review. And then secondly, negotiating some kind of a reasonable, conversation with that gentleman that they.
Well, technically, it's not really, it was Mr. Gavin that brought it up, however, it would become a town problem in the long run, because the water's ponding on his property and cascading over the sidewalk, which would be a town sidewalk, and icing in the street, so there's no way we're gonna endorse that type
So
of
it's-
shoddy construction.
But.
to be passed off to the town.
So it is technically the same, but as far as the way we addressed it with them is that we wanted them to be getting some input from Gavin as well.
Exactly,
Just
so.
to try and ease that. I guess he's got other litigations with them or whatever, but.
All right, so Carol, has that already been voted out on the,
Well-
on French Quarters, or?
We don't have to vote that because the planning board meeting was canceled the night we should have been continued.
Which was what night?
The night of the snowstorm,
Snowstorm,
You talking about the
March
14th?
So I was advised by Carol Harris that I just have to put it in the newspaper again and reschedule it.
Okay, and so, have you done that yet?
I'm ready, I just gave that over to the Gardner News.
The other thing,
Or the 25th?
25th, right.
And you're gonna send a copy to the applicant?
I have to send it out to the applicant and the abutters, that's going out tomorrow.
Okay.
the other thing that they were supposed to clarify on French Quarters was the property boundary lines too. That was an issue.
Yeah, one of the residents came in the plan.
Was that part of peer review? Was that part of one of Wes's points?
We discussed it at the meeting.
It was discussed, I'm not sure if it was
They
one of
weren't
the
sure,
points.
they
I could
couldn't
go-
find some of the,
Yeah, there was some markers that were in question. I think that was one of the things that was.
Well, it needed to be either granite boundaries or iron pins established on all the points, on all the properties, that's in our regs.
Yeah, they hadn't been able to identify them because of the snowstorms,
Yeah,
I
the
guess.
snow was.
Oh,
Yeah,
because of the
were in
snow.
there,
They
but
were
the-
supposed to
the
make sure that
person
they were
couldn't
all-
find them, cause he.
Yeah.
Not saying they weren't there, they just couldn't
Yeah, they
locate
just
them.
They don't know if they're
couldn't find
there.
them. Someone in the neighborhood couldn't find them.
All right. Is that it then, Carl? Is there any, new business or anything? Anybody, any new business? Carl, anything
Just the
coming in?
minutes for approval.
Oh, minutes.
And that's it now. Do we have to, we should vote for the, T-hanger continuation,
Oh, that was, what did we say on that? That was
May
what?
9th.
On Main, and that was by their request?
Yeah.
Yeah, all in favor? I mean, Charlie, you wanna,
I make a motion that we
Continue that.
continue the public hearing until May 9th for the Gardner Airport T-hanger.
at what time, 6:30?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 6:30.
I'll second that motion.
All right, all in favor?
Yep.
Aye, yeah, okay. Unanimous, yep.
Okay.
But do send that off with some encouraging advice from us that,
Right.
well, we're gonna start continuing it 2 months at a time. I'm not
Okay.
gonna make it so convenient for them not to come back, that everybody has to show up just to continue them 2 more weeks. This is not fair to the board. Okay. You guys wanna do the minutes? You get minutes from the 14th, you get minutes from the 28th.
Yep.
You do one at a time.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes from February 14th.
Oh,
Second it?
Second, Dennis, okay. Any discussion on the motion made and seconded to accept the minutes from February 14th? Any discussion on those minutes? Seeing none, all in favor? I have, 4 yeses? And 2 abstentions?
I have to, I was absent, yeah.
I was, John and myself
Yeah.
abstained. Okay. Due to financial, due to obligations, beyond our control.
I think I was somewhere warm. Pretty sure.
Pretty easy to,
It's easy, John.
easy to tell.
Just look at the
who's
top,
been
your name
somewhere
wasn't
warm
on
in
it?
this
Don't
room.
vote.
And it's not Charlie.
Yeah, it's bad you sitting next to Kirk.
All right,
I'm gonna get a sunburn just from him.
Yeah.
I make a motion that we accept the minutes from February 28th.
I'll second that.
Motion made and seconded for the minutes of February 28, 17. Any discussion on the minutes? All right, seeing none, all in favor? Okay, we got John,
I called into that
I
meeting,
think he
so
can do
can
it
I
by,
approve the minutes, or should I
You were
abstain?
part of the meeting.
you were part of the meeting as far as,
Okay.
all intent, yeah.
so,
Same
4,
thing?
2 abstentions on this one. No,
yeah.
Charlie and myself were absent at that meeting. Thanks for holding up the
I was
ship.
trying to go someplace warm.
You working on the furnace?
I fell in a snowbank, I couldn't find myself.
Because of wind burn? Any new business, anybody? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
We're adjourned.
Excellent. Thank you.
Did you stop recording now?